So welcome everybody. Welcome to Heart Song Podcast. It's July the 3rd, 2025, and the topic for this evening is clairvoyance again. And this is the third time that we are talking about clairvoyance. So we have kind of introduced what clairvoyance is, and last week we talked about how to strengthen our clairvoyance ability. So this week I actually want to focus on what clairvoyance can do, and also maybe do a little bit of troubleshooting as well if we're not able to get results from our clairvoyance. So let's begin. So what can clairvoyance do? So clairvoyance, we are basically using the real eye. So part of the function of the real eye is clairvoyance, meaning to be able to receive information and be able to have a visual representation of that information. The information may come in as a symbol, a visual representation of what the situation you're looking at. Let's say if you're looking at a world event, you may see, different colors, or you may see, let's say, something that represents what your real eye can pick up about that event. So that is what clairvoyance is. And there are the different ways that this can manifest at. It could be that one is inner seeing, meaning that you can actually be able to get information about the course of an issue, whether it is an event or an illness or a particular project that you want to know more about. So inner seeing is about knowing the course of any issue or the course of how come a project is not flowing as smoothly as you would like it to. So that's one of the information that you can get from clairvoyance. The other thing that clairvoyance can do is actually to be able to see through things, meaning that, let's say, if you are trying to check the health of somebody, you may be able to see the organ of that person. So let's say you're trying to find out, how come a particular person is not feeling well, then what you can do is actually the clairvoyance will allow you to see into their body. So meaning that you may be able to see into the organ of that person. Could be the stomach, it could be the liver. So you would be able to see through the skin, the muscles, and be able to see the organ underneath too. So that's one way of that's what clear seeing meaning that you can see through things. So it's not just a person. You may be able to, let's say, see what's behind door number 1, for example. You can see through the door and be able to see, what or who is on the other side of the door. So that's part of clairvoyance. And then one more attribute of clairvoyance is to be able to do remote viewing. Remote viewing simply means you see things that are not in front of you. So the first two, the inner seeing and the clear seeing, it's about, it could be about an event or a person that is right in front of you. But remote viewing allows you to see something or someone that may be halfway around the world from you. So could even be on a completely different location from you. So that's what this remote viewing is. So these are all part of what the real eye can do. So the real eye can do more things as well. The real eye can actually see the karma, the past life karma, or also, what's going to happen in future life. So that's part of what the real eye can see. And so clairvoyance would be able to pick up these things as well. And the real eye can actually also read minds. So you can actually, when you have your real eye really activated and opened wide, you can actually be able to read minds. So meaning that, whatever thoughts that person may be thinking, you would be able to get a sense of what they are saying to themselves or how they see things. So that's also part of the abilities of the real eye. Okay. So these are some of the things that you can do with clairvoyance. So so from these three, from the inner seeing, clear seeing, and remote viewing, we can actually go to, let's say, see what's happening with an animal. Let's say you are on vacation, you want to check on your beloved pet at home. You can do that. Or it could be a person that's not it's not besides you and you want to know what they're doing. So you can do that. You can actually use clairvoyance and be able to check on your somebody that you want to see, or an animal that you want to check on. You can see organs. You can even see meridians, meaning you can see how the energy flows in that person. So that's part of clairvoyance. To use in healing, you can find out, how come somebody is, let's say, having a stomachache. So you can see what is the cause of an illness. So that's what this is meaning by healing, is you can find out what is the cause. When you know the cause, the reason why somebody is not feeling well, then you would be able to find a solution to restore health. It could be something that is as practical as knowing how the market is doing. Let's say if part of your job, how you how you make your money is to uh, play in the stock markets, then you can actually find out what the stock market is doing, a particular stock. Not just that, so projects, let's say if you want to build a health center, so that can be your project. Then you can find out how that project is currently, and also what is the course behind the status of that project. The more practical way is, let's say you are confused about life right now. So you can use clairvoyance to find out the best way to move your life forward. So these are all things that you can do with clairvoyance. So clairvoyance allows you to identify where the issue is, whether it is something that is spiritual, physical, whether it is because of some karma in past life or current life, or maybe it is something to do with how your soul wants you to function in this lifetime. So clairvoyance, working with the real eye, can find out where exactly is the issue so that you can make a course change, do some um, different things in order to find your way out of any issue or any blockage. So clairvoyance is very useful. And so this is what we covered last week, is how to have good clairvoyance, strong soul energy. So when we strengthen our 0 point and real eye, we breathe our real eye and activate it regularly and really activate it in a more strongly, because when we activate it, we actually can feel the real eye pulsing. So when we do things like strengthen our central meridian, also working with our orb to clear the 0 point and soul energy, then we can strengthen. And that gives us more ability to make sure we have good clairvoyance. Okay, before we go even further, just want to pause. Any questions so far? Comments? So far, so good. Okay, let's continue then. So some of the other ways we can strengthen our real eye is actually there are exercises that we can do to help the physical part of the real eye. So like breathing, and also activating the orb and exercising with the orb and clearing traumas and karma. Those things can strengthen our real eye. However, there are physical things that we can do as well that can strengthen the real eye. One is eye exercises. So palming, what is palming? Palming is when you rub your hands together, your hands together, and then you just put the palm of both your left and your right hand just over your eyes. So you cover your eyes. So it gives your eyes energy. So you're actually giving that part of your body some energy. And that where your eyes are, that's also very close to where your real eye is. So palming, using both palm to just cover your eyes. That is a very good exercise to energize your eyes, including your real eye. The other thing is to roll your eyes. Um, you know that wisdom eye, in the wisdom eye, there are 4 components and there are various locations. So when you roll your eyes, from right to left, just roll your eyes, you actually also exercise where the 4 components of your wisdom eyes are as well. So roll your eyes, look up, and then go to the right, and then look down, and then go to the left, and then roll back to up. And then just do that a few times, and then reverse the direction of how you roll your eyes. Okay, so that is eye rolling is a good physical exercise that you can use to strengthen your real eye as well. Also strengthen your wisdom eye as well. The other things you can do to strengthen is just acupressure points. So BL2, that's the bladder meridian. So the second point of the bladder meridian. So let me just give you a photo. So this red dot here, that's where the BL2 is. So basically it's at the start of your eyebrow, around there. So this is BL2 on the left side, and then also on the right side as well. It's the BL2, and that acupressure point. So just press where the beginning of your eyebrow is, and just massage that area, and that will also strengthen your real eye and your clairvoyance ability. Okay, that's where BL2 is. And also is to move objects from 9-inch to the seat of the real eye. So meaning that you're going to, let's say an object could be just your finger. So just use your finger, any one finger will do, and have it 9-inch in front, and then keep moving it back all the way back to where your real eye is located. So, and then you just look at that finger while you're moving it, moving the finger back and forth from 9-inch to where your real eye is, and then move back. So when your eye try to track that finger, you're actually exercising your eyes as well. And then last but not least is breathing exercise. Very important. Breathe into the real eye, because when you put your intention to breathe in through your real eye, you are giving the real eye extra energies. So these are all different exercises, physical exercises to massage your real eye and also to strengthen your clairvoyance abilities. Questions, comments so far? Okay, let's continue then. Okay. So this is an exercise that we can actually all do. It is really to practice our inner seeing, how to do that. So let's just okay. So set the intention. The intention is really to see or to use our clairvoyance to check on a person. So we're going to do this exercise together. So just pick a person, anyone will do, anyone that you know, and you can verify any results that you get. Because it's actually about doing enough of practice until you start to get better results. At first, when you start doing clairvoyance, you may only get it maybe 10%, and then the more you practice, you're gonna get up to 30%, 50%, and then eventually you're gonna get so good that you will be able to count or be able to trust whatever information that you get from your clairvoyance ability. So that's so just so this is what we're going to do in a few moments. So just select a person you know that you can kind of verify the results. And then when you activate the person and try to look at that person, you can actually start to scan for dark colored area, because a dark color area usually meaning that there is some blockage in that person. And then stare at the dark spot with the intention to find out what's going on there. And then because you are working with your real eyes, so you should be able to ask questions about that image. And so ask as many questions as it comes to your mind for you to be able to understand what's happening with that person. And try to have a conversation. It's like, you ask a question, you get some information, and then depending on that information, you may have more questions. So just get to the bottom of it until you are happy with the information that you get. So, any questions or comments so far? I know somebody just came in. So, hi there. Do you know? So this is, I'm just going, I just went over an exercise that we are going to do very shortly, is really to use clairvoyance on a particular person. So just think of a person and then, and also you would be able to verify any results. And then just, first thing is to scan that person to see if there's any dark spots. If there are any, then just ask questions about what's happening there. Is it physical or emotional? So that kind of questions. It could be, is it past life or present life that is causing that blockage? So whatever questions come to your mind, you can have a conversation with that image. Okay?
Should we do that on someone else or should we do it on ourselves?
It's up to you. If
We can do it on ourselves
you
as
can
well.
do it on yourself, you can do it on someone else. So it's up to you who you want to choose.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's actually, let me just